Who in the hell are we supposed to believe about travelling around this Christmas? I had my flights booked to go to Portugal, and right up until just half hour ago, there's not been any emails coming through to say anything different than you'll need to get a quick health screening when you get there. And that was it. It was, if your temperature is high, then they'll send you for a test, in which case you will be liable for all costs. Then this new variant coronavirus, not COVID-19, coronavirus, which, by the way, to decode a coronavirus itself means flus, sinus infections, colds, head colds, anything that deals with the head and respiratory system is classified as a coronavirus. So COVID-19 is a coronavirus, but isn't the one that people should be worried about so much. These emails are saying due to the new variant strain of coronavirus, not COVID-19. That's my first problem with this. Now, the Gov website and the Portuguese website, and through Ryanair's own links, their information, none of them say you need to take a PCR test. But I had an email through half hour ago saying I did. Now, in my mind, I'm pretty sure it's a scammy scummer. Weird, because the email address is correct, but nothing else seems to tally up with how they've sent out their emails before. So let's take a look through at a previous email from Ryanair. There's Dear Customer. I'm covering up the reference there because that's my flight booking reference and I don't want that getting out. It says, please complete that. Ryanair customer service team with their details down the bottom there. Which, fair enough. That's got that on it. That's just telling me to do the passenger location form. This is another one that starts off with just asterisks, important travel information, reference number again at the beginning. That's always a key indicator. Dear customers. Then it shows other things on there. Fees, blah, blah, blah. Their details. Then there was this one telling me I need to do a PCR test. What do we notice? Two things. One, says dear passenger. Two, no reference number. No reference number at all. I can't see any real spelling mistakes other than right there. It says 72-hour prior departure, not prior to departure, which would be proper English grammar, as far as I'm aware, which is what these are generally put into. Test must be performed 72-hour prior departure. It's also 72H. Don't you normally put 72HR? See? I'm not sure who to believe. Tricky enough as it is already. And these flights cost me enough. I had to pay, well, I didn't have to pay, I chose to pay the cost of $200 for my return flight, which was a good sort around, except it's a 6:30 AM flight out. So screw that shite. And the return flight is late evening. I get in at about midnight. So, meh. But I got my bag and everything else in there with that. Then there was a spelling error, which I'm pretty convinced now was Ryanair's own computers putting a word into my surname, which made me pay another £100. Which, yeah, I did hastily because I didn't want any problems with it. I got a bit panicky. So they've already got extra £100 out of me. Then there was all the, oh, we can't do anything about it because your flight is still active. My flight is still active, fine. I even said to the people on the telephone when I asked them about it, it's like you could put a Mars bar on that plane and send it across to the airport for one of the customers working there or the clients working there. That plane will still be an active flight, but doesn't mean I'll be able to get on it. So that's all screwy. I'm just putting this out there because I'm wondering who else they're trying to get with it, because the PCR test that they say I must have takes 24 hours and costs another 100 quid. Weird, right? Ooh, here's something else I should show you. So here's my trip. Flight status is confirmed. On the front page of Ryanair says, avoid quarantine. I'm going into the middle of nowhere for 2 weeks anyway, mate. Then we have your trip, travel updates. Where can I fly? And if we scroll down, we look at Portugal. For travel documentation, click there. I've already done that. Forms must be completed before arrival in their particular versions. Passengers landing on the Azores Islands are required. On the Azores are required to have a PCR test done at the origin country 72 hours prior to their arrival. See there, 72 hours prior to their arrival. Also tells me that email is a bit of a scammy scummer. Passengers are subject to temperature checks on arrival. Health authorities might test passengers with high temperature on passenger liability for test costs. So what am I supposed to believe then, Ryanair? Have you got some sort of scammy scummer sending shite out to people? Because I believe that to be a bit of a dick move. So I'm not going to be worried about doing that. If they're going to turn me away when I get to the airport, they're going to turn me away, then they're going to have to give me a transfer flight, do it another time, give me credit note or whatever it is, because I believe that email to be false information, which is rife at this day and age. Let's give everybody fake news. I'm not saying that news is fake, but is what it is. I believe that to be a problem. If you are also travelling with Ryanair or you're travelling around this Christmas, please do those things that I've just done. Check it out. Compare the emails, the writing, the formats. If you think it's going to be a bit of a dick move, like say, my flight is in less than 24 hours. In less than 24 hours, I will be in Portugal. Check the website for the country you're going to. Their own health organisations will have something to say what's necessary, and that says the same thing as what the Ryanair site is saying. Also check the .gov, because that will tell you something as well. And then if you have this one email sent out, but all the information sources elsewhere are telling you you don't need this PCR test, or they're all telling you contrary information to this one email, it would be of my belief that email is not accurate. But just had to make this while I'm sorting it out now, because that is a horrible thing to be doing, especially now. So please do check. I'm going to be doing some more travel updates while I'm away traveling through this. So if you're interested in seeing anything more of it, please do subscribe. Every little helps. Leave a like, leave a comment. You know, share some information with me I don't already have. I didn't already know. Give me another source that I can check through, because this is something that should really be done the right way the first time. Bye for now. One little quick thing before I get you going and let you off the hook. I am doing a giveaway. I'll link the video down below. So if you're interested in that, go across to it. It's free, worldwide shipping. Take care, you beautiful people.